Game Warrior, and today we're bringing you a video that has taken way more time than you would ever imagine. I've been messing with microphones, and after I got the microphone working, if this is actually working, look at this. You might want to laugh. Yep, the video capture on the screen is working, but the video capture of me is not. So I could be just sitting here in my underwear and you wouldn't know it, but I'm not. I'm all looking good and really happy for you. Just presenting a professional appearance. All right, so what is this video about? Funny stuff aside. This is the games I played from 2023. So this is just a list that we're going to go over. I'm going to start with the low ones, okay? And we're going to have to do this all on the screen. Again, I had some props for me behind. So if you can see my mouse moving here. Maybe we can make it bigger and I'll appear. Smaller. Really big. Down. How about we turn it off? I do not get to appear. You do not get to see my face. Okay, games I've played this year. These are the games I played one time. One time and one time only. Now I'm just gonna do this real quick, but I'm also gonna make little comments along the way. So I played Viscounts of the West Kingdom once. I played Unfathomable once, which is a remake of Battlestar Galactica. I didn't like Battlestar Galactica back from the old days, and I didn't like Unfathomable from these days, but my friend Parker loves it, so we had to play it. Revive, which is quite a big game in the community. Everyone really likes it. We played it once, and, well, we've never played it again, and I don't even think I've done a review of it. I have this feeling sense that I need to play it a couple more times before I review it and sell it. The problem with that is I'm going to have to relearn the whole thing. Okay, Raiders of the North Sea, one of those Garfield games. I finally got that at SaltCon and was able to play it once, and we enjoyed it, but it just never came out again. You're going to see at the top of the list kind of why some of these games only got played once. Marvel Dice Throne, which I had heard so much about, so many people liked. We got it. I got the base game. We played it once. It was like Yahtzee to me. I just had no desire to play it again. My wife loved it. She wants to play it again, so we're at odds there. I was quite disappointed with that. It was just Yahtzee. And I know so many people like it, and maybe I'm missing something. Okay. Lost Ruins of Arnak, which a lot of people, as you know, parrot with Dune Imperium. Dune Imperium is by far the superior game, as you will see on this list. But once in a while, we pull Arnak out and we play it again, and I find it to be semi-fun, but it just doesn't draw me back. In fact, it just doesn't have that click. All right, let's see. The Lobotomy 2, the Manhunt. So this is a big dungeon crawl with a fun, insane background factor, and we got it for Christmas last year, and when I see last year, I meant 2022. We got it, we opened it, we played it once. The rule book really angered me. I was really frustrated at how bad that rule book is, and if you know me, I have a high volatility score when it comes to bad rule books. I just don't. There's a lot of things in life I just don't put up with, and those are one of them. But we did finally play it once. It was a lot of fun, and we just never played it again. I believe we'll return to it and play it. Okay, King of Tokyo, a big game that's out there in the world. We found a $5 copy at game at what's it called? At SaltCon. We bought it. We played it. Someone taught us it. Parker, our friend Parker, and we rolled a lot of dice, had a lot of fun, and I think he boxed it up and sold it. I mean, it's like, okay, that's good. Hegemony. One time we've played it, lead your class to victory. So this game obviously has so much potential. It's number one for a lot of people from this year. We really liked it. I drove home and from playing it, and it was an hour drive, and thought about it and talked about it the whole time with my wife. It's a shame we haven't played it again. It's just something that you'll see why, because we ended up playing other games so much more. But Hegemony, I may never play it again. It may be one of those games, but I'm still going to rate it super high, and it has so many possibilities, and I would love to dive into it regularly. I'd love to say we're going to play this 4 times, and I think it would be really fun. to give it 4 runs and see if our game group solidified on it. Okay, a game that I almost bought and looked for and searched, and it was the hotness and FOMO was going through. I walked into SaltCon. The first thing I saw was the table for the game, Heat Pedal to the Metal, and they had, a demo. You want to play it? So we sat down. I'm like, here it is. I finally got it. Gonna play it. And we played one game, thought it was clever, and looked at each other, me and Jenny, and said, nah, that's good. We don't need that game. So I know you probably all the people out there. If you look at this, which is kind of funny, in the hotness, it's number 2, hotness. So that's pretty funny because we were okay, but I don't know that we would get it. Encyclopedia. We played one game of that, and I was definitely hoping for more from that. My one game was interesting, but it didn't lead to a second game, so that tells you a lot. Dwellings of Eldervale, which is one of my all-time favorite games, we did get one game in. I think we played it at SaltCon. We take it there every once in a while, and we find a time to play it, and we had a good time. I'd play that more often, but I just have a lot of other great games as well. All right, let's move on. Dungeons & Dragons: The Yawning Portal. So I bought that as soon as it came out, and I'm going to put some up on the screen in a second, but not for these one-time games. We played it once. I thought that was interesting. I took it to sell it. I don't think it sold, but I will take it again to the Spring SaltCon and see if it goes then. Colt Express, which is a game I bought a long, long time ago because it looked fun, and I never have played it, but at Spring SaltCon, someone had it there, 2 of our friends, and we played it once, and it was just a fun game, but not my type of game to keep playing, You can tell I'm a little bit more of a heavier gamer. Okay, Champions of Midgard, one of our favorite games of all time. We got to pull that out and play it once last year. Bad Company. Now, that's a game that had some pretty good reviews. It's a kind of a race game, and my wife really wanted it. And there was this new game store down in Salt Lake, and we just bought it from them full price. And Jenny read the rules, and we played, and we really had fun. But we've never played it again. So there you go. Ark Nova. Now, this, to me, blows my mind, because this, if you remember, was my number 1 game of all time last year from the 2022 list, and I love it. And as I have said so many times to my group of friends here on the internet, I'm on a 16-game winning streak. In fact, I've never lost. It's just I played 16 times. I won 16 times. We did get the Marine expansion this year, and we haven't played it yet. And I think I never got bored with it, obviously. I mean, it never burned out. I could just go play it again right now. I'd be excited. What I do have is, and this is an interesting psychological feature of humans, at least me, is that I'm a little worried. Like, I don't want that 16-game winning streak to end, and I'm figuring it's got to pretty quick. But I don't want to give in to that, and so obviously my mind is just spinning on BS. I should just go play, keep winning or losing. It just doesn't matter, and have fun, because the game is fun. It's amazing. And I did get one game in last year. Okay, back to my list. And this is the final game that I've played once. And we played one game of 51st State, the Ultimate Edition. I had kickstarted that. It came in. We were at SaltCon, and we brought it, and I forced myself to learn it there. And we played one game, and we thought it had promise, but we never played it again. So, okay, those were the Uno games, the ones. Okay, now here are the games that we've played twice. So we'll start with Wayfarers of the South Tigers, which is a game we played a lot from last year. We enjoyed this game a lot. And I did hear someone say, I think it was Wendy Yee from the Dice Tower, or someone else maybe. It might not have been her, but it might have been her, where that she took it out to teach it again like 6 months later and had to relearn the whole thing. I've had that happen. And so every time we go to pull it out, we're like totally confused. We have to relearn it. And I don't know, it's not like bad design or anything, it's just the way it is. So it's not easy to pull out because it's been 6 months and I'll be confused. But I do like the game. Another one is Oak, okay? Oak is a game that we did a little video for on here, and we passed. We didn't get it, but my friend Parker did, and we played it twice with him. He really likes it. It's an interesting little worker placement game. After the first game, I was like, I'm going to buy this, and I went to their website to try to buy it, and they had it off. They had it for 20% off, and we bought it. I'll tell you this little story. And it then went to the cart, and everything went screwy, and it jacked the price back up. So I emailed them or, used their form. And I ended up emailing them like 5 different times saying, hey, the price says it's low, but then when it gets to the cart, it kicks it back up. Can I have the discount? If not, that's fine. I'll just buy it. Just, can you be clear here? Well, 5 different emails later, they never responded. So whoever makes Oak, bad call on your part. Yeah, I mean, you got to have better customer service than that. I love you guys, but you got to have better customer service. So I just never bought it. So, and then ironically, this is weird. Maybe God was trying to protect me. I say God, but the big universe, because we played it a second time, and I didn't like it that much the second time. And yes, it's possible that my fragile ego was irritated that they hadn't gotten back to me, and thus I liked it less. But no, I just didn't think I liked it as much the second time. Okay, Trekking Through History. This was a game that Mike DeLisio from the Dice Tower recommended, and I was like all over that. I thought, this is going to be awesome. He said it was great. We played it. We got it. We played it twice. And then we just said, wow, that's just too light of a game for us. We could pull it out. We could have fun, but it's not the stuff that gets us going. Teotihuacan, City of the Gods. Now, this is a game I have wanted to play for so long. I've just looked at it, and its beigeness was just so exciting to me. I just built this up in my head. I got it. I set it up once, and then friends came over. I had to take it down. I set it up a second time. I had to take it down. Finally, we just played it, and this was like about 2-3 weeks ago, and we played it twice. And I think we're going to force ourselves to play it a third time, and it was a disappointment for me. Like, it just wasn't as exciting as I had made it out to be. Spartacus, A Game of Blood and Treachery. Parker brought this. He loves this game. We've played it twice. I hate this game. Enough saying. Septima. This is a... what is it called? A Kickstarter. And I got it for my wife for Christmas. It's about witches. We've already played it twice. It was one of the games we learned for Christmas. We enjoyed it. Meadow, which is a game my wife likes. We played that twice. We'd play that more if she got her druthers. But I'm just, My Big Masters of the Universe board game, Clash for Eternity, came on from CMON. We got it out. We learned it. We played it twice. We enjoyed it. And we haven't played it since. The Great Wall, which is another one of my top 5 games of all time. We got 2 games of that in the last year. And I have it right now packed up. I'm hoping to play it again tonight for game night. I just love it. Just love The Great Wall. I just think it's one of the best games ever created. And the final game in the 2-game category is Beast. We played that twice, once by ourselves, once with our friends, and we're in that group that didn't like it. A lot of people do. And I think I already sold it. I think I took it to SaltCon, popped it up, and I think someone took it. Just wasn't that impressed. Okay, you ready? We're going to go to the three games. Now this, if you see my screen right here, on the hotness, number 6 is White Castle. So we got that for Christmas. We learned it, and Jenny and I played 3 games, and we enjoyed it. I think it's going to, I don't know that I'll ever like it with more people. I haven't tried it yet. But so far, me and Jenny are just liking it as a game. It feels like a game. I don't know why I say that. This is game. And we played it 3 times. She's won twice. I won once. It's just a interesting little game. It doesn't have really any theme, but it's interesting. It's a great little 2-player game. Kind of reminds me of the days watching my parents play backgammon or bridge or gin. It's just a game that me and Jenny can play. I do really like it. I recommend it. Oh, there's a Gemini, which we mentioned earlier. Okay, Ready, Set, Bet. We played that 3 times. That's probably incorrect. Sometimes I forget to put these on. I probably have played that 5 or 6 times. So that's interesting. If you heard the door open, that was my cat Ragdoll. Okay, Oathsworn Into the Deepwood, which is one of our favorite games of all time, and life just got away from us. We're still halfway through the scenarios. We play it with our friends Tom and Crystal, and we just haven't played it more. We tried, and we failed. I love that game. Okay, Horrified. That's a game we got at SaltCon. We went and bought it cheap. We learned it right there with our friend Parker. We played it 3 times, and that's enough. I'll probably never play it again. Flamecraft. That's a game that Jenny and I do pull out and we play every once in a while. So that's a good one. 5 Tribes, a new game that I've always wanted to play. I think it's a Bruno Catala game that Z Garcia likes from, and other people from the Dice Tower. And we got it, and we played it 3 times. I think my son Riley, me, Jenny, and Riley played that 3 times, and I think he beat us all 3 times. It is a fascinating, little, interesting game. It's not something that's clicking for me, but I'd love to play it, and I do find it to be really fascinating. Final Girl. So Jenny and I, she loves Final Girl. We played 3 of the different scenarios. We had it set up for a long time. I think we'll set it up again someday. We do like Final Girl. Endless Winter Paleo American. So Jenny and I have played this 3 times. It's got a lot of feedback, people liking it. And for me and Jenny, it just didn't click. It just doesn't feel like it's put together. Someday I'll do a review of it. For me, it just doesn't, like where Ark Nova has all these different things going on. They all just make sense to me. And Paleo Americans, they don't. And a lot of people really like it. So we have decided to sell that. Let's see. And then, okay, the final game that we've played 3 times is a brand new game, which is Dune Imperium Uprising. So Dune Imperium, which is right here, is probably in my top 5, probably. And Dune Imperium Uprising is just right there with it. So just love it. Okay, so let's go to some games that we've played 4 times. Marvel United X-Men. Marvel United is what I'm calling that. I love the game. We probably actually played it more than 4 times. I might have sat down 4 times and played a number of games with different villains. We love the game. We're all in on the multiverse one coming. It's just I can't get enough Marvel United. And then the other game we played 4 times was Seven Wonders Duel. And as far as a 2-player game, I think it's really well done. It's fun, and I think I won all 4 times. So any game that my wife can never win, we don't play very often. Probably, except for maybe Ark Nova, which is one that she's pushed through. Okay, 5 times. I'll start doing some pictures here. You won't be able to see me, but you can have some fun and see it come up on the screen. Boom, Foundations of Rome. We got the big version. We love the big version. I wish it was heavier. I wish it was bigger. I wish it was just bigger. I mean, I love how big it is, but it could be bigger and more blinged. Just love this game. It's fun. We played it 5 times. We just pulled it out. We probably maybe played it more than 5 times. Just a fun game. It's not, it's not the Ark Nova style that consumes you, and some of the other ones higher on this one. But you can just pull it out anytime. I just wish it was bigger and heavier. I wish it was harder to take around. It's so big, it needs to be bigger. I love it. Okay. And then The Crew, Mission Deep Sea, which was obviously on the tops of our list in the last few years. And but we've crewed out, I guess. We've stopped playing The Crew as much. There is kind of a light game like that has taken over, which you'll see in a bit. Okay, so 6 times. What game did we play 6 times? So, here it comes. Blood Rage! Yeah, so I've had Blood Rage for years. We played it years ago. And my friend Tom was at SaltCon, and he found a copy of it. He's always wanted it. He's kind of a Viking guy. And he's always wanted it. So he bought it, cheap. Got it at the swap cheap. And it was a really great copy. And so we all sat and just ended up playing it. We ended up playing it like 4 times at SaltCon, brought it home, played it a couple times, and just rekindled our love of the game. Like, I know it's on the top of so many people's lists over the years, and I liked it. Yeah, I probably played it 10 times maybe over the years. And then finally this year, just click. What a genius game. What a genius game. What a genius game. So it's really interesting. If maybe you take a game like Paleo Americans Endless Winter, maybe 5 years from now, boom, it clicks. But Blood Rage definitely clicked. Okay, on to the games that we've played 7 times, and there's 2 of them. So let's show you this one. Cat in the Box. Yep, we had a lot of fun with this game. It was really fun. We played it, and then something took it over, and we stopped. And you'll see what game that is in a bit. And then here's the other. What is this? This is 7. You're waiting. And this is Deep Rock Galactic, which we have adored. We just loved playing it, and we just keep having fun. Our plan was over this Christmas holiday to get it done and then box it up and sell it. because it's got a number of scenarios, and we've just enjoyed it. But we figure let's just get it done, and then be done with it. And I think it's been just a joy to play. But I don't know where I would, keep it forever. You can see I rated it as an 8. Look, you can actually see my ratings. All right. Now we're going to go to 8. How many times? I played this 8 times, okay? And I mentioned it many times before, which is Dune Imperium. I rated it 10. I've played it 10 times total. That's probably not true. Yeah, it's definitely not true because I played it 8 times this year, and I played it many, many times before that. I try to keep this up. Nah, I don't very well. This last year, I think I did better. So what I'm saying is most of these are really, really accurate. Not all of them. Like there were a few there I was thinking I definitely did more. Like Marvel United X-Men. I played that more than 4 times. Anyways, Dune Imperium, I did play it 8 times this year. And it's a genius game. Absolutely a 10. I can't say enough about it. I like the Uprising as well. It does the thematic feel of scarcity so well, it's stunning. Anyways, what more can I say? Okay, and now here we go. These are the top 3 games that I played, and they will definitely be featured. Here we go. You ready? This is the game I played 10 times. And there it is, Mosaic. This is probably going to move to a 10. So this fall, September, I met a gentleman named Seth, and he had we'll teach you how to play, and Mosaic was sitting there, and I had the game. I'd kickstarted it, the full Bling version, and I put it out once, didn't play it, as I want to do, and I said, well, let's just have this guy teach us. And Jenny was reluctant, and we played. She won. She's won the majority of these games. She loves Mosaic. I love Mosaic. The family loves Mosaic. Our friends love Mosaic. It is a civilization building game, and I just adore it. I adore it. I love this game. I'm surprised more people don't. It's just so good. Okay. Number 2, number of games. This isn't the ranking. This is not the ranking if you are confused. I hope you're not. This is just how many times I've played them. Okay? And here we go. This is the game I played 17 times. So Mosaic 10. And remember, that's 10 times from September in 2023. So that's a lot. Here's I just gave it away. Burgundy. So Awakened Realms did a special edition. I'd heard about this game from so many people, but I did it. I'm a Kickstarter game found geek, so I got it. It came in, we learned it, and 17 times later, I still have it as an 8 and 5, which is kind of funny. I don't know. How many times I can play a game that many times, and our family loves it that much, and say it's an 8.5, I'm probably going to up that to a 9.5. Want to be part of that? Want to be part of this? I wonder how we do this. Edit. And go to 9.5. There we go. That's just some old notes. There it is. It's now officially a 9.5. Absolutely. Why isn't it a 10? Because I want to be really, 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 really careful with those 10s. I want 10s to mean 10s. And so far in this list, only one has been a 10, right? And that would be Dune Imperium. So, all right. Unless I gave Old Sworn a 10. I might have. Who knows? All right. Oh, I might have given The Great Wall a 10. Okay, so what's the game I played the most? It's sad because I have it behind me on the shelf, and so the fun trick I was going to do with you all was that it was going to be there the whole time, and you were going to talk, and you would just kind of like forget it was there, and you would see it behind me, and then I would reveal it, and you go, oh, it was there the whole time. But the camera didn't work, which doesn't make any sense, but that's fine. So let me just show it to you this way, and here it is, and we, according to this one, have played this game 31 times. Boom, Marvel Splendor, a game that was taught to me in Spring SaltCon. Same people who taught me Colt Express. We just brought it home, played it with our friends, And there you go. We just play it so many times. It's obviously kind of like The Crew. It's that game that you can play a lot. It's quick. It's fast. It's a rated 9. It's not my favorite game, but you know where I really like it, where it shines, is at the end of a game night, and you're like, everyone's all like, well, we can't start another game. It's just too late. But we want a little gaming. Boom! Marvel Splendor. Marvel Splendor fills that void. Play a quick game. That is where it shines. All right, everybody. Does anyone else have some Board Game Geek stuff? I'm looking at the camera. I've been looking at the camera the whole time, but actually you guys can't see me, but you can hear me. So what's up with you? What games have you played the most? Did you keep track of them? If you didn't, I'd just love you to share, the ones you think you did down in the comments. Tap it, tap it, tap it. Tell me how you're doing. We will be doing our top 10 games of the year, or 20 or 30, wherever, whatever we decide, as there are a few new ones that have jumped into it. And I can tell you, like Marvel Splendor jumped into my top 30. Castles of Burgundy, Mosaic did. It's almost Blood Rage, if it wasn't in there, probably has kind of come in. Dune Uprising, even though we've only played it 3 times, if you like it just as much as Dune, you kind of have to put it in there, and so forth. All right, that's the games I played this year. Is that a good list? Bad list? What do you think? Now, if you've been following me in my great quiet moments, because obviously I got injured this year, you'll know that I have way, way more games. And so I'm going to do some videos on games I don't have. I just put up a video yesterday on my Last Light unboxing, and unfortunately I won't get to play that today. But I'm learning it, and that'll be the next game, and get it up on the kitchen table. But I have a whole bunch of new ones I got for Christmas. So I should go over my Christmas list, do a fun video with you. All right, everybody. It's been a joy to talk to you again. I've been blathering for 26 minutes, almost 27. I think that's enough. Have a great day until the next video. If you get a chance, let me know, the number 1, 2, 3 games that you think you've been playing this year. And, hey, if you actually have this list from Board Game Geek, put it in the comments and we can talk about it. Okay, have a great day.